I'm here at the clinic. I've been waiting for about an hour. It's taking forever today. We're gonna have another ultrasound and see if baby is doing fine. She took blood and she said, doctor said he wanted my beta HCG, which is never heard of being 31 weeks pregnant and taking the beta. I don't know why, but I guess. Since my last video, more than a week has passed. I just didn't get around to filming. I'm in my car and I just drove out here. There's the forest and I'm gonna go for a nice walk. The twins are at daycare, or we call it Kindergarten, which isn't the same as, you know, in the States, kindergarten. It's not the same. We also don't call it school here. It's like school starts when they're 6 years old. So I'm going for a nice little walk, and I've been waiting for this to actually start like a workout program. And the weather is just perfect right now. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. It's 9 a.m. and my mom is staying there a little bit at the kindergarten. There are some horses, let me show you. I used to have 5 horses many years ago, and I was heavily into equestrian competitions and stuff. I did dressage and jumping. Hey there, pretty ones. So yeah, but I think it's so pretty here to go for a walk. It's quite steep. It goes like up there into the forest. That's where I'm walking now. And I have to say, I feel so much better. So much better. It's continually getting a little bit better. Now, yesterday, I don't have the needle in here. You could see there's a little bit of red. It was a little bit kind of infected. So we are taking a little bit of a break. I also said that the extra nutrition in the bags, I'm gonna take a break. I have, I think, 7 more bags after this heals. Like he says, just a couple days, we'll take a break, and then he comes and puts the needle back in. So yeah, a couple days, then I'll resume the bags that remain. And then when they are done, I'm gonna try to just get off of them, because I'm back to eating almost 100%. Not the kinds of foods I ate before, but I ate healthily, but you know, I'm very, very, very conscious about what I eat. But the amount of food that I can eat now, it's good. I have gained a good amount of weight, and I'm a little bit out of breath because, I mean, first of all, I am not in the kind of shape I used to be at all. Very far from it now. I'm trying to get back into the shape, gain some more strength. And second of all, there's a little bit of an incline here. Not really bad yet, but starting to huff and puff while I'm talking. I just love it here. Forest is so peaceful and serene. I do a lot of thinking, just walking quietly through the forest. I just love it. So as far as my treatment plan goes, here is what we're planning. The pregnancy is looking really good. I mean, it's amazing. It's just like last ultrasound was like, okay, everything still looks perfect. Baby's growing fine. No restrictions, goods, blood flow, circulation, heart, all the organs look good. Placenta, amniotic fluid, everything is like it should be. So I'm very grateful. It's almost like my body is acting like I'm 25 years old and no disease at all. And I'm just so grateful. I know I say that, but it's just, I'm grateful. There's nothing I did that could, you know, I didn't do anything to have this outcome. It's just, I think a lot of it is genetics. So I'm grateful. My mom is 80. She's very fit. My grandma lived to be 95, and she was pretty fit until the end. So I think a lot of it is genetic. I never drank, I never smoked, never lived an unhealthy lifestyle, never partied really. Maybe that contributes, but I think a lot of it is genetics. So as far as the treatment plan, pregnancy is good, and as long as it stays that way, I'm gonna have probably 2 more rounds of chemo, 1 next week. So we're taking a 3-week break this time, and then another 3-week break. And that will put me at, let's see, I am 32 weeks today, and 32. So next week I'll be 33 weeks. That's when I'll do 1 more round of chemo, 4, 5, 6, and then at 36 weeks, I'll do the last chemo before giving birth. Now, it's looking like we could even maybe not induce. We're gonna wait until at least 37 plus 0, so, starting 37 weeks. And then we're gonna play it by ear. So, as long as everything looks good, ultrasounds tell us baby is fine, I'm feeling good. I wouldn't say good, but I feel considerably good. I'm pregnant and all the stuff going on. We're just gonna allow baby to come naturally if that's gonna happen. Other than that, I'm really trying to do a lot of, movements now. I read a lot of stories of stomach cancer survivors. And what I read was like, especially one lady, she attributes her 17-year survival. So that is really long term, not just a 5-year survival. She attributes that to her exercising and weightlifting. I want to get back into weightlifting now. Of course, now I'm very pregnant, but I want to get myself into a gym, and maybe even before I give birth, start very lightly, just to kind of get back into the swing of things. And I talked to the sports therapist at the hospital, or like exercise therapist. That's a pretty new field in oncology, but there's a lot of research that suggests that exercising does contribute to healing a lot. So, I want to get back into things. And she also said that your body remembers. So if you've ever worked out before, getting back into things is going to feel very different than someone who's just starting. So I have worked out for years with weights, with body weight, yoga. I've done a lot of different things, and I want to get back into things. That's like another job I'm taking on now. I feel good enough to where I feel like I can actually do it now. So my walks, and then exercising, starting to, not lightly only, but go to where it feels a little bit straining, not too much, and then continuing to, with my nutrition, to help, to support my body, and with some of the supplements that I take. And I will show you some of the supplements I take. I actually want to make an appointment with a different clinic to get, not a different opinion, but it's an anthroposophic clinic. And what I want to do is, because right now at this hospital where they give me the chemo, they do nothing, absolutely nothing besides you come in there, get your infusions, get your IVs, then you get home, deal with the side effects, and then you come back next time. But I want to mitigate the side effects and support all my body. And so I feel like I'm on a really good path. Okay, I wanted to show you the supplements that I'm using currently. Okay, so one thing that I have been using for a while, off and on, is Kelp. This is iodine made from kelp, which is an algae. My TSH, which is the thyroid hormone, it was a little high a few weeks ago, and then I started taking this again, and it's perfect now. So if you have high TSH, you may wanna check if you have a deficiency in iodine. Now here in Germany, where I live, the further south you go, the more depleted the soils are of iodine. So anything you eat, you can't really get enough. And I don't use iodized salt. I use sea salt, natural salt. So I have to supplement with this. The next thing I take is berberine. Now, I read a book, it's called How to Starve Cancer. And she talks a lot about berberine. Taking this, it's supposed to be really helpful. Just supporting your body fighting cancer. Another thing is just magnesium. I'm taking magnesium citrate. There are different forms of magnesium, which each form of magnesium is really beneficial for different things. This is what I've been taking for years. So yeah, I'm taking this one every day. I'm also taking some probiotics because my digestion has been not great ever since the antibiotics when I treated the H. pylori. Which, yes, of course, you destroy a lot of your natural microbiome in your intestines. So I'm taking some of these. I'm also taking curcumin. So this is turmeric. It also contains some black pepper and ginger. And it's anti-inflammatory, antifungal, antibacterial. And I just take one of those capsules per day. You know, a lot of these things, there are no studies that tell you if this is good in pregnancy, but here's the thing. It couldn't be any more harmful than chemotherapy. There's no way. And I have, I'm in this Facebook group, Pregnant with Cancer, and I think it's fine, and baby is doing fine. Then there's something else I ordered just recently. It's milk thistle with artichoke and dandelion extract, like dandelion root, and it supports my liver because taking all the chemotherapy, and I'm not taking any other medications at all. I've never taken the pain meds. I have not taken anything else I've tried, when I was in this really bad shape, when I was constantly vomiting, I've tried taking the anti-nausea medication, different ones. Nothing worked. So I was like, why should I even? I tried and it didn't work. And because I didn't treat the underlying causes, which now I am. But this is good for my liver to support between chemotherapy sessions to rebuild. Because I need to rebuild all my blood cells, the lymphocytes and all that. They all suffer because they're fast dividing cells, and chemotherapy attacks fast dividing cells, such as cancer tumors, but also your blood cells, unfortunately. So then I have, it says Coriolis. I had to look up what other names. It's called turkey tail, and it's a mushroom. It's a medicinal mushroom, and I've heard all the rave about it when it comes to cancer treatment. So turkey tail mushroom extract. I have a friend of mine who had cancer, and he had a recurrence last year, and he did a bunch of natural supplements too. I think he's cancer-free right now, and a lot of people say this is really good. So taking one of those. I have also started taking some iron because my iron is getting lower and lower. And there are controversial opinions about, cancer and iron supplements. But here's my thing. I'm not taking too much because my iron is definitely quite low. It went, the hemoglobin went below 10, which is quite low. It went, like last time we checked, which it's been 3 weeks since I've had a blood test, 9.9. That's low. It should be 12 or 13. So I'm trying to get that up, especially before I give birth, because if you have very low iron levels, then there could be an increased risk of bleeding, more bleeding, hemorrhaging and stuff. Of course, vitamin D and K2, D3, K2. I'm taking high dosage right now. I'm going to have another blood test done. I haven't tested for a while. But I know that since I haven't been outside a lot for, this entire summer a lot because I've been resting a lot, I'm taking high dosage. I'm taking 10,000 IUs per day right now for a few days, and then until I can get my blood test done. Research says, and this is kind of mind-boggling, they tested individuals who had cancer. There was a study conducted. those individuals who had low D3 levels, they had much worse outcomes, and they didn't respond to chemotherapy as well as those individuals who had sufficient levels of vitamin D. So it's really important to not just to get it up to, I don't know what it is, 30 units. There's this number, and I know it varies from country to country, but where I live, the cutoff is, I think, 30, but you really want it to be at 50. It's more ideal. So I'm going to have another test done very soon to where I know where I stand. I might up the dosage. And lastly, fish oil. This is, it's just a capsule with fish oil, omega-3s, and it has vitamin A, D, and E naturally. This is cod liver oil. So those are the supplements that I'm taking currently. This might change, and I will keep you updated. And I'll wrap it up for now so I can get this video up. Oma ist kurz, die kommt gleich wieder. He's calling grandma. She went to the store and got a few things. Die kauft eine Melone ein, die kommt gleich wieder. Nee, die habe ich schon aufgegessen. Die kauft noch eine neue. So yeah, she's buying some more watermelon. We're currently eating an entire watermelon. They're not the huge, gigantic ones, like just the round one every day. Because this is kind of my liquid intake now. Watermelon is awesome, and it's summer, so we're going to take advantage for as long as it lasts. When summer's over, there's not going to be any really good fresh watermelons anymore, and then I'll resort to other measures. But right now, this is really awesome. Like cold watermelon, it's so good. I'll wrap it up for today, and I'll give you another bump date where I talk more about the pregnancy side of things and how I'm feeling there. Like I said, I almost feel like my body has switched to autopilot on pregnancy. It's like, okay, we're going to do pregnancy. It almost feels like I can't say that there's no nausea and no stomach pain, but in comparison to where it was, I think it was like at 100%, and now it's maybe at 15%, which is really good. I will see you next time. Be blessed. Thank you so much for all of your prayers and your positive comments. I read all of the comments. I try to answer as many as I can. I don't always get to. And sometimes I'm just like, I like the typing on my phone. It's slow. So if I don't answer, but I read all of your comments, and they're much appreciated. Be blessed. I'll see you next time.